You're listening to Civic Media. You can tune into any of our live shows on any radio station across the state with the Civic Media app. Find us in your phone's app store and listen anytime, anywhere. Keeping Wisconsin honest, or at least entertained. John and Gordy.
Hey now.
Happy Monday.
Yeah, back again. It's John and Gordy. We're back again.
Here we are.
Yes.
It's a bright, beautiful, sunshiny kind of day in the capital of Wisconsin, here in Madison. And we're broadcasting at our home studios here, the headquarters. And it's looking nice out there.
Yeah.
Sunny skies, and temperatures are much milder than they were when we left you last week. When they were just
Isn't there a Ringo
cold.
Starr song, Sunshine, Life for Me?
Oh.
Remember that?
I do recall that song.
It's kind of a seafaring type sound to it.
I think that's a Ringo
It is
song.
subtitled "Sail Away, Raymond."
Yes.
Okay, that's
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we hear a little?
Yeah.
What is it?
The sunshine life for me.
Here we go. Yeehaw.
Yikes.
The Seattle Seahawks are the favorites to win Super Bowl 60 against the New England Patriots. They are favored by around 4.5 to 5 points, with Seattle having about a 70% chance of winning.
I do love it. It's good.
Yeah, that's Ringo.
It's a good song. He didn't do that in person.
He
I
didn't?
saw him in concert. It did not do that
Did
song.
not
That's a
do
great
that
one.
song, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it is a bright sunny day here. Also sunny in La Crosse. They're at 23 degrees. Dells has clouds, 25. Milwaukee has flurries right now. Maybe a little lake effect over there or something. Something's going on in Milwaukee. 26 degrees there. And here in Madison, let's see, it is partly sunny and 25. So,
All right.
yeah, at least sunshine through much of the state, mixed in with a few clouds. And but we'll take mid-20s this time of year, mid to upper 20s. It's all right.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, all good here. And did you have a good weekend?
I did.
Mm-hmm. Just in about 10 minutes, we're going to check in with Mike Clemens. He is already in San Francisco getting ready for the Super Bowl. And it's also his birthday. So we'll be talking to Mike.
That sounds good.
In just a few minutes.
You know, I completely forgot about the Super Bowl. Completely.
It's next Sunday.
I remembered it. I remembered it yesterday, so I had to ask Alexa whether the Super Bowl was tonight or not.
No, they take a week off. So
yeah, they do take a week off.
That's how they do that. To get all the media hype coverage that they can possibly get for that. Aaron Zomers, good to see you here. How was your weekend?
Yeah.
Good to see you as well. It was good. Nice long weekend that I took to burn up some PTO.
Yeah.
Yesterday, I and my roommates were the only people within our age bracket who attended a Monster Jam, a monster truck rally in Milwaukee.
What?
You went to a monster truck rally?
Why did you do that?
Because my roommate Elliot is simultaneously 6 years old and 60 years old. He loves just machinery in general and wanted to go.
Wow.
And
That's pretty
so
cool.
we did.
You know?
Had you ever been to a monster truck thing?
yes, because I went to one with him at a smaller place around Madison a while ago.
Yeah.
So I've been to two now.
Yeah, I saw one a long time ago with my son when he was little.
Yeah.
And it was fun.
You took him to the WWF too, right?
I did. Yeah, that was here in Madison
Yep.
at the old Dane County Coliseum, now the Alliance Center.
Right.
Yeah. And that's where the Monster Truck Show was
that's
as well.
I think I saw part of one too when I was working with a radio station. But you know, the thing that they concentrate on most is these giant monster trucks crushing other cars, right?
There
Landing
was
on
no
them.
car crushing.
Yes.
Apparently, they stopped doing it
they did
a while ago because
Kill too many drivers?
Yeah, safety reasons and cost and logistics, because it's become harder to find junkers and then get them there for cheap. You can't just, apparently you could just roll up to a junkyard and be like, I will take your finest piece of crap car, please, and just roll out with it for really cheap before, and now you can't do that. Yeah. And so they've decided it's not worth it.
I knew a monster truck driver, and this is really weird, but she was a skier at Wisconsin Dells at the Tommy Bartlett show, and she was a great skier, and also she was part of the Nerveless Knocks, where they climbed the big, tall 60-foot poles and hang around up there and go upside down and do all the acrobatics while the poles sway back and forth. She was fearless, and she decided she was going to take up monster truck driving. And she did. So she does that in the off season.
Wow.
Angelina Knock. Yes. I don't know where she is now, but I think they live down in Florida, the Knock family.
Well, let's hope that she's around and still alive,
Yeah. So did you watch the Grammys last night at all? Anybody see that?
I caught some of it. I did. Yeah.
I enjoyed the performance by Lady Gaga came out wearing a lampshade or something. I don't know what she was wearing. Some kind of birdcage lampshady thing over her head. But great performance, though. Really great singing.
Wasn't there a guy that showed up with a house on his head? What? Did I see that on the red carpet? I saw a picture of somebody.
That might have been last year.
I didn't watch it at all.
Really?
I don't know. I think there were two kids of some superstar, and they were out there, and one had a building for a head.
They wear some outrageous outfits, those superstars, right?
There's nothing left of the Grammys. There's nothing left of music, pop music today, right?
And Jesse Wells.
Yes,
Jesse Wells was up for 4 Grammys
and nothing. Right?
He won 0.
Wow,
nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, kind of a shocker. I thought he would win at least one.
Yeah,
for something, but
new artist or songwriter.
Well, he wasn't up for new artist, but I think he was up for Americana.
Yes.
Album and Americana hit, song.
Yeah, sure.
That was a couple of them. And Bruno Mars, he did a opening performance. I thought he's really fun.
He's really unbelievable.
Good dance.
He really
music.
is one of the best.
Yeah, but some of those outfits those people were wearing. Kind of eye-opening.
Are you going to talk about that right now? Really?
Oh, I was going to talk about Jamie Foxx. He had an outfit. He had a cowboy outfit. With a cowboy hat, great big cowboy hat with a flat brim, and
like Melania.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then there was Chappell Roan.
Yes, Chappell
She came
Roan.
in with an outfit that was different, very revealing. And the photographers went wild.
Yes.
Someone always does it.
It was...
Somebody's got to be outrageous, right? Every year.
And the dress...
push the limit.
The dress was held up by...
Well,
Go ahead.
Lack of gravity?
That.
I don't know.
Lack of gravity.
Well, you remember Jennifer Lopez when she wore that really revealing outfit?
Sure.
Or maybe this is like 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
It was more than that.
It was more than that.
It was more revealing than that.
The dress was held up by some jewelry.
That's it. Good call there, Aaron.
The ring jewelry, right?
Okay, I think we should move on. Otherwise, we're going to get a phone call.
Look, I'm just going to say...
What are you, 12 years old?
If you know what we're talking about, I thought it was a very imaginative design. I mean... Thumbs up to the designer of that thing. Not that, people should be walking around in that kind of dress. All I'm saying is I would never have suggested it to anybody I was fitting a new dress on. So,
luckily
how do you suggest something like that? By the way, I got this great idea with these rings.
It's just a good thing it was in Los Angeles and it's nice and warm there because it's otherwise.
That's what you're concerned with, right?
Well,
did she get
a chill?
Yeah.
Could get to bronchitis or pneumonia.
It would only lift the dress up, I think.
Okay.
So,
all right, let's try to Let's try to move on.
Look, I just think it's an interesting, adventurous design for a dress. I was very impressed.
Okay.
And by the way, I think we should bring this up, too, while we're talking about the hoity-toity, right?
All right.
The Kennedy Center closing for 2 years.
Yeah, this is, I wonder why. Because they can't get anybody to perform there. But
Pretty much.
Trump's saying he's going to remodel it, right? They're going to completely remodel it.
Yeah.
That's why it's closing
That
for
must be
2
it.
years.
That's got to be it.
That way he doesn't have to worry about people just not coming.
Well, he was getting a lot of press with everybody canceling. They were getting more press than he was.
Yeah.
So
He doesn't like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Could we play this Kennedy Center cut that I have? It's cut 20. Cut 20.
Okay.
For this month. All right?
Well, it looks like the White House is learning an incredibly painful lesson tonight that just because you can bully your way into things doesn't mean that everyone else on the playground is going to be forced to continue playing with you. I'm referring to the head in the Oval Office's sudden announcement tonight that the Kennedy Center will be closing for 2 full years, starting on July 4th, supposedly for renovations. Totally believable, not at all just a very obvious excuse to cover up for the fact that upon him taking over the Kennedy Center, attempting to rename it and make it all about himself, artists started canceling any performances there in droves, including most recently world-renowned composer Philip Glass. You know, the guy that's done about 100 different movies. This year is the 250th anniversary of our country. There is no world in which an art center like the Kennedy Center would have scheduled renovations that would take them out from participating in the massive celebrations that are going to be going on. This is just yet another example of conservatives having to learn the hard way. You can believe that might makes right, but that does not mean that the cool kids or the talented kids have to continue associating themselves with you. You are not a king. Artists are not court jesters. You do not get to force them to perform for you.
Who was it? Kendall Brown?
That's Kendall Brown. Yep.
Okay.
She posts things an awful lot, and I thought it was a good commentary. If you noticed, of course, 2 years, right? It's the famous two thing.
Yeah, it's always two.
2 weeks, 2 days,
couple
2
of
months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. That's
so
his
now
go-to.
It's 2 years.
Oh, by the way, we got a text here from Al in Madison. The person with the building on their head
Jaden Smith. Yeah.
was Jaden Smith, Will Smith's son. Yeah. That was at the Grammys last night.
That tracks.
I must have missed that.
Did he? I wonder if he wore it all through the Grammys. I mean,
Well, how'd you like to be
didn't look
sitting
real
behind him? Could you please remove the house from the top of your head so we can see?
Yeah, that's very strange stuff.
Very weird.
It wouldn't seem comfortable at all,
Right.
especially having drinks or something to eat. How would you get stuff through the door?
Well, now I want to. Yeah,
now you want to see it. Right?
I do want to see it. Yeah, I'll have to jump online here in a moment and take a look.
Got a call from my my mega friend in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah,
and he said, "Boy, I hate music now. I just hate." He did not like the Grammys at all.
Well, it's,
man.
it's all just a show. That's all it is anymore. The awards are sort of secondary. They just have one
Billie
performance
Eilish
after.
is just an incredible
She
artist.
was great,
And
she won a Grammy.
Yeah, she did.
Last night, yeah.
She walked away. In fact,
She's incredible. Yeah.
that announcement is what got
Who?
Trevor Noah in trouble.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
no kidding.
We'll get to that.
All right. Coming up next, we're going to check it with Mike Clemens, who's up in San Francisco getting ready for the big game coming up next weekend. It's all coming up on John and Gordy.
You're listening to Civic Media. Stay up to date on the latest news and information for your local community and Wisconsin by signing up for our free email newsletter. Visit civicmedia.us/email to get started.
It's John and Gordy in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Aaron Zommers at the controls.
And
it's about time that we start talking about the Super Bowl. Can we talk about the Super Bowl?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. We've got the perfect person to talk about it with. Mike Clemens is with us. Good afternoon, Mike.
Hey, guys. Yeah, in San Francisco, game kicks off Sunday at 5:30 Wisconsin time, and I'm at the NFL headquarters where all the media is at doing live broadcasts, and it's pretty busy today. Usually it kind of starts picking up around Wednesday. San Francisco might have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm thinking that's true. Yeah, it's a great place to be.
Yeah.
So, first of all, before we get to all the game talk and everything like that, happy birthday to you, Mike.
Yes.
Oh, I appreciate that. My birthday started off with, "Did you feel something?" And then about an hour later, 4.0 on the Richter scale.
Really?
Earthquake here in the yeah.
Oh,
so
no.
yesterday we went out to the Golden Gate Bridge, and then there's a little like national park where you can go up there and take a picture of it. And one of the guys in our crew was saying, like, as we're driving through this Holland Tunnel like thing to get over that area, he's like, "Man, can you imagine being stuck in here in a traffic jam?" And then they have they shifted the plates a little bit. I said, "Well, shut up!
Oh no!
Shut up!"
Yeah.
And then 12 hours later, they got 4.0 out on the bay. So that worked out nicely.
That was big.
And you felt it, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You feel that.
A little bit.
Yeah. So set the stage for us here. I know there are different things going on every day this week. So both the teams are already there, right? The Patriots and the Seahawks. They're in town.
Seahawks had a short flight from Seattle,
Yeah.
and the Patriots came in from New England. Patriots had a pep rally in Foxborough at the stadium, and Mike Vrabel, 1 year after struggling the last couple of years with the Titans, losing records, Derrick Henry moving on, the star running back, to the Ravens, and the Titans fire him, and Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, hires him, and in 1 year, the Patriots are back in the Super Bowl, and they've got this quarterback, this Drake May, in his second year that, he's throwing some passes that look like Brady, so somehow the Patriots are back in this thing. Their general manager, Elliot Wolf. Elliot is the son of Ron Wolf. And once upon a time, Bob McGinn, who covered the Packers for the Journal, said, "I think this is the next GM in waiting," because Ted Thompson's got him, as an assistant, like 14, 15-year-old guy, like he was being groomed for the job.
Right.
But when Ted stepped down and Mark Murphy had to hire somebody, one of his coworkers, Brian Gutekunst, got the job instead. So Elliott had to go to the Browns, a couple of other stops, but now he's with a good organization with the Patriots. And in 2 years, he's got the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Amazing.
That's good.
So now what I'm hearing is the Seahawks are favored to be winners on this. Is that the latest? And by how many points are they favored?
Yeah, I haven't seen that, and I don't get into that stuff till later in the week because I need to talk to these teams. But we're going to have access to these teams tonight, on what they call opening night. They'll have them on the stage. It'll be broadcast on NFL Network. And then we get to talk to these guys Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, sit down, literally have a cup of coffee with them and talk for 20 minutes or so to the coaches.
Yeah.
And we get the injury reports. So that stuff all factors in.
Sure.
But Sam Darnold, a little more experienced quarterback. They have a very good defense with Seattle against this, young, explosive Patriots team.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Well, Saturday Night Live had an interesting bit on their newscast where they had two come out, say a guy and a woman, and they're kind of rekindling their relationship, and they were referring basically to the Super Bowl, and apparently these two teams have met long time before, right?
Well, they have. Yeah, they have. I mean, Seattle had a win in their hands, and a guy named Malcolm Butler, a rookie, intercepted a dumb call instead of giving the ball to Marshawn Lynch. Russell Wilson attempted a short little pass, and it got intercepted there at the goal line and saved the Seahawks from having the go-ahead score.
Yeah.
And Tom Brady and the Patriots upset and won that game. So that's the last time these teams met in the Super Bowl.
Talking with Mike Clemens here, covering the Super Bowl this coming Sunday. And so they have everything pretty well mapped out for the media there pretty much every day, don't they?
Yeah, and for security reasons, too. I mean, my
Okay.
gosh, it's like TSA times 10.
Really?
So, yeah, blockades, one-way streets shut down, and it gets worse as the week goes on. But, we've had attacks. It's a more dangerous world, so there's those kinds of things. And it's tighter. It's tougher and tougher to get in to this thing. I'm like on number 22 or 23, and that's probably why I still can get, credentialed for this thing. Plus, with all the stations that we have across the state has helped me out as well. But, Yeah, you have a schedule of events to cover, and we'll go to various press conferences, meet with this, and then to put the stories out. And we're pretty much here to help the NFL see if they can break last year's record of viewership, like 100, more than Apollo 11 a couple of years ago. How about that?
Yeah.
When do the new Super Bowl commercials hit? I haven't seen any yet. Those come out in a couple of days.
I never get to see those things because I'm at the game. Everybody talks about them.
Right.
I'm at the game. But, they do have some publicity stuff like that. But, yeah, whatever. It should be a good game. Two younger teams, if you will. I think you've got the coaching experience on the Patriots side with Mike Vrabel, the former Patriots linebacker. But there'll be plenty of matchups to figure out this year. And I don't mind from a standpoint of, there's new faces in terms of the players in this thing to cover this week.
Well, very good, Mike. Well, thanks for checking in with us, and enjoy the rest of your birthday and the rest of this week. And can we talk to you next Monday after the game?
Absolutely, yeah. And I'll have little updates for you throughout the week.
Okay, that would be great.
Like where the good free food is for the media, those kinds of issues.
Yes, please.
Right.
You have to tell us.
Well, don't overdo it, man.
Did security keep ice out? That's
yourself.
what I want to know. All right.
All right,
Thank
Mike.
you, John. Thank you, Gordy.
All right,
You
Mike.
take care now.
Thank you.
Mike Clemens, great sports guy, reporting there on behalf of Civic Media. We're coming back with more after this.
It's John and Gordy. There's no time but now.
Yes. Burton Cummings, Randy Bachman.
Yeah. I always said Bachman. Is I always wrong with
It's
that?
Bachman, though.
It's Bachman.
That's the way he pronounces it.
All right. Randy Bachman.
I saw a great little documentary on him.
Yeah?
And
they said it all the way through. The documentary is Bachman, right?
Yeah. Huh. And, it's really quite a story for the Guess Who.
Bachman-Turner Overdrive.
Yeah. That's the way it should have been pronounced, but we all said Bachman-Turner Overdrive. BTO.
BTO, yeah.
Rockin'.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a bunch of great songs, though.
Oh, I know.
I wonder if they're still being played any place.
Sure. Classic rock.
I don't listen to that.
Okay. Phone lines are open if you want to jump in. 855-752-4842. You can always get a hold of us on the Civic Media app, free to download and free to use. So what's happening in our world?
Well,
it's a crazy, mixed up, revolving globe.
I want to talk about, I showed you the picture of Noah Smith, Jaden Smith, rather, with the house on his head, on his shoulders. He had a house on his shoulders.
From the Grammys last night. Yeah, lots of unusual outfits, and that was probably one of the more unusual outfits. Right?
Yes. Not as good as the one we're thinking
Chappell
about.
Roan, yes.
Chappell Roan.
That's
outfit.
Yeah.
All right, but here, this
Unusual.
was a comment made by Trevor Noah at the Grammys, and Trump reacted strongly, rejecting claims referenced by Trevor. The Mad King is protecting his image, I guess. Well, I don't know. He's not open to criticism at all. So he's
very sensitive.
The man baby had a little tantrum about this and threatening lawsuits again. Off with their heads. Well, let's check out cut 21. This is the humor displayed by Trevor Noah that Trump objects to.
Okay. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish. Wow. That is a Grammy that every artist wants, almost as much as Trump wants Greenland, which makes sense. I mean, because Epstein's island is gone, he needs a new one to hang out with Bill Clinton. So, I told you it's my last year. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah. Well, that's it for you.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Ricky Gervais.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. Ricky Gervais did similar things.
Yeah, I think it was the Oscars, and he was just like, what? I don't care.
Yeah, he let it rip. Yeah. Trevor Noah has done it for like 6 years, I think.
I think he has
Grammys,
for a long period of time.
But this was his last year.
Yeah. So. Maybe he's tired of the music, too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, that's the joke. And, again, Trump is threatening to sue him.
Really?
Yes.
Why? What's the basis of the lawsuit?
False and defamatory language. I don't know. Did anybody tell him he's a public figure and he's open for this kind of stuff and he can't sue anybody?
Well, but he can try.
Well, I don't know.
He's got a team of lawyers.
Yeah.
They might as well push out some more paper and send it to court.
That's just weird stuff.
Yeah, good luck with that lawsuit.
All right. Now, something that it really kind of bothers me a lot is the FCC. It is kind of, it's sitting there, it's kind of calling balls and strikes. It's not taking a proactive approach to what's on the broadcast airwaves, and we're talking about airwaves.
Right.
The old media, right? Mm-hmm. The three networks and all of radio.
All the broadcasters.
Yeah, all the broadcasters, right.
Right.
So anyway, Brendan Carr is taking a proactive approach, pushing conservatism, and this is recording a little while back when Senator Andy Kim had talked to Brendan Carr about who his allegiance is to, the Constitution or to Trump. Let's listen.
Is President Trump your boss?
President Trump has designated me as chairman of the FCC. I think it comes as no surprise that I'm aligned with President Trump on policy. I think that's why he designated me as chairman. But ultimately,
Do you consider him your boss?
Ultimately, well, President Trump designated me as chairman. I can be fired by the president. The
Of
president,
course.
He's your boss.
Of course he is.
Yes.
Look, the decisions of the commission are going to be based on a vote.
You swore an oath when you came into your job, right? Does the oath have the word president in it?
Senator, again, I'm not tracking this line. What I'm saying is every decision
Do you
we
remember
make,
the oath that you took?
Yeah,
You swear an oath to protect what?
sir, every single decision
What
I
is
make
it that you're protecting?
in this job will be based on the
The
facts,
Constitution of
law,
the
and
United
record.
States. Would it be
It's an easy
appropriate
answer.
for the president or senior administration officials to give you direction to pressure media companies?
Look, sir, I'm not going to get into hypotheticals. What I can tell you is
It's
that
not
the
anymore.
decisions by
easy
the
answer
commission
is no. Trump is not your boss.
So
the
the-
American people are your boss. I do not trust you that you can make these decisions with the independent mind that is needed. And with that, I'll yield back.
There you go. That's
Wow,
it.
okay.
Pretty much mic drop. Mic drop.
Right.
Well, I found this out of the Hollywood Reporter. Carr threatened. Now we'll talk about this again.
Brendan Carr.
Brendan Carr threatened an equal time rule change.
Yes, yeah, he brought that up.
Which
yeah.
could force daytime talk shows like The View and late night talk shows like The Tonight Show or Colbert to think carefully before inviting on candidates for political office. Now, if you do something like that, it is pretty much a threat, right? That's what he's doing. Talk shows have qualified for an exemption as a bona fide news interview. They have an exception. They can have these guests on, but they don't have to have equal time in regards to these guests. They get an exemption. He is repealing the exemption.
That's what he's proposing.
That's what he wants to do.
Okay.
And by the way, just coincidentally,
Yeah.
the 24/7 Trump networks, all of them are on cable. Fox News, Newsmax, One America, Now, I don't know. Real America's Voice, they're all on cable, not on the air. None of them are required to have equal time. Now, how odd is that?
Because they were cable.
What a
right?
coincidence.
Right.
Fox News, I mean, it's on
Yeah.
cable.
Yeah.
Now, Democratic FCC Commissioner Ana Gomez asked whether the same rules would apply to talk radio shows, which tend to show more conservatives and skew more conservative, right?
Right.
Again, they're over the air and they apply to the FCC and they are part of the FCC rule and regulation universe. They are controlled by it. All right. So
Right.
anyway, Carr said this. There was an irrelevant precedent that we saw that was being misconstrued on the radio side of all of this. Now, that's what I think most people would call a word salad. Doesn't really mean anything at all.
Right.
We look, but radio's doing a pretty damn good job,
Yeah.
So-
right.
And Commissioner Ana Gomez reiterated that the rule change will necessarily have to apply to all talk radio as well, because
Okay.
they are over-the-air broadcasters. And once you change the rule on one side, it has to go to the other side. She wrote
By
this.
sides, you mean TV and radio.
TV and radio,
Right.
yes.
Okay.
And this is what she wrote.
Yeah.
We must keep in mind that the primary motivation for this action was to lend a hand to the political operation of this administration, not to help consumers. And I also want to note that what the administration is not focusing on, that these rules apply to all broadcasters, television and radio, and they must be applied evenly to the administration's friends and critics alike.
Okay.
Again, another mic drop. We have 2 this half hour.
Keeping track.
Yeah,
Okay.
so we're keeping track.
Okay. So is this in effect immediately, or is this something they're just kicking around the table here?
This is a threat.
This is a threat. Okay, so
not-
they're just floating this
Right,
as a
the
trial
commission-
balloon.
The commissioners would all have to vote on this.
Of course. Okay.
And right now there is a majority of conservatives by one, but they have to vote on this. They have not done it. Carr came out with just this simple threat, so everybody's just kind of aware that they got to kind of walk lightly in the area, and that's it.
All right.
So he doesn't really have to do anything. He doesn't have to go out there on a limb. He can just threaten people left and right, and everybody will live under the threat of equal time.
It's kind of a chilling effect.
Yes, a chilling effect, Gordy.
Let's go. Let's go to the phones.
Good one.
Jack from Merrimack is on the line. 855-752-4842. Jack, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, guys. Yeah, this again is more of an attempt to rewrite history, which when the communists and North Koreans and Chinese did it, they call it re-education. That's what the attempt is. But I don't really have a problem with equal time for conservatives on talk shows, and I don't think you guys do either. I think you've invited, probably plenty of them, and they've just decided there's no way to answer the questions that you'd have, so they don't come on. Yes. And that would be my hope, is if you get something like Jimmy Kimmel, and he has to have a conservative person on, I'd hope that people like that would give him the third degree and really say things like, what you just said is a lie. It is not fact. And if more of the legitimate, quote unquote, news sources had done that, I don't know if we'd be in the situation we're at. But that's an entirely different topic. No, anyway, thank you, guys.
Well, Jack, that's a really, really good point, because it works the other way around.
Right.
If they can go on these talk shows, and they know they can, will they go on those talk shows?
Will they do it?
Will they be open to the Kimmels and the Colbert questions? Right?
And if they refuse to go, or if they just don't go, then what? I mean, is it you can't have on another, somebody from the other side again? I mean,
that's the question.
How do you govern this thing?
I would think that now the media outlets have to document them reaching out with certified mail to every candidate.
Apparently.
So that they can say, we told them they could come on.
Yeah, we asked them, we invited them. They couldn't do it. Yeah, maybe so.
All
I don't know.
It does is it creates a paper trail.
Right.
Just to cover their asses.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, the conservatives will never appear on any show that leans liberal whatsoever, because they'll be grilled. They won't be able to do it. They can't handle it. They can't take the questioning.
Right.
And, we invite people on this program all the time.
Yeah.
And we do want to ask those questions. But a lot of times, the conservatives don't feel comfortable answering the questions, because the public will obviously not agree with what they have to say.
And does it make a difference whether the person, is this mainly for political candidates? I mean, did they have?
No, it's just political candidates.
It's just political candidates. They have to be running for something.
Yes.
In order for this thing to kick in. Okay. We're coming back with more of your calls and texts. 855-752-4842. It's John and Gordy. Stay with us.
You're listening to Civic Media. Find the latest news, information, and archives of all your favorite shows on the Civic Media website, civicmedia.us.
Does. Yeah. This is John and Gordy, and we're taking your calls today. We're taking a look at some of the hot news that came across the weekend. We'll be getting to a few big stories here. We'll also be getting to a little Saturday Night Live bit that I thought was just extraordinary.
Yeah, it's kind of a running gag now.
No, not that one.
Not that one?
Not that
one.
one.
Something
not the
else.
one about the Super Bowl and, a couple rekindling their old relationship.
Their romance, yeah.
That was really good. I didn't
that-
think I'd enjoy that bit, but it was good.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, let's go to the phones.
Let's go to the phones.
Joanne is on the line from Madison. Good afternoon, Joanne. What's on your mind?
Great show. Just a quick comment. We've been calling those 6 million files the Epstein files. We should really call them the Trump-Epstein files, because he wants to rename everything after himself, like the Kennedy Center, the Trump Kennedy Center. We should be calling these files the Trump-Epstein files, with an emphasis on Trump, because he's been in so many of them.
What a great
That
idea.
is beautiful. I
That
will
is-
try to remember that from now on.
Yes. Wow.
yeah.
Yeah, and there's still like 3 million more files
It's unbelievable.
that they haven't released.
And here's the
what
thing.
could possibly be in those?
Here's the bad thing about the files being released. All these files coming out and all these pictures, right? I don't know what's real and what isn't as far as pictures are concerned. You see the comments. You say, oh, my gosh, this is outrageous. Look, 4 girls surrounding him on an airplane. And I'm thinking, is it real? I don't know anymore. So he's kind of getting off a little bit here.
Hard to know the context of them. Yeah.
Right, Joanne?
Joanne?
Well,
Yep.
Okay. But anyway,
Thanks for that call,
I
Joanne.
agree. It should be the
Appreciate it.
Trump-Epstein.
The Trump-Epstein files. Yeah. Yeah, there's enough stuff. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
All the different stuff that's in those files. But, when you think about what they haven't released, is it even worse? Can it get much worse than as far as the content?
I don't even. I don't think I have the number of
outrageous.
times that he was mentioned in this.
It's more than 1,000 times. I
Yeah,
think it's
it was-
like 1,500.
Yeah, I think it's about
somewhere along
1,500 times mentioned in the files. So apparently, he had nothing to do with Epstein. Apparently,
Don't believe the pictures and the videos that you've seen of them hanging out and having a good time at parties,
Yeah,
or the flight
believe
logs
any
where
of
he's
those
mentioned on there like 70 plus times.
I mean,
Right.
he had
Yeah.
4 young girls behind him
Yeah.
on an airplane. And I thought, is this real or not? Now, all of these pictures have been released, a lot of them, and you don't know which ones are fake, deep fakes. But anyway, this is kind of fun. I mean, we know he's mad, he's insane, and he's in charge, and he's delusional too. Esquire's Michael Wolff supposedly has conspired with Epstein
Okay.
to harm Trump somehow. I am not kidding you. This is what he is alleging. You can tell this guy isn't well, right? Let's listen to cut 10.
Because it looked like this guy Wolf, who's a writer, was conspiring with Epstein to do harm to me. And I didn't see it myself, but I was told by some very important people that not only does it absolve me, it's the opposite of what people were hoping, the radical left. That Wolf, who's a third-rate writer, was conspiring with Jeffrey Epstein to hurt me, politically or otherwise. And that came through loud and clear. So we'll probably sue Wolf on that.
Oh, okay.
And maybe the Epstein estate, I guess. I don't know. But we're going to certainly sue them.
We're going to sue
Well,
everybody.
you may, I guess so, because he was conspiring with Wolf to do harm to me politically. That's
Wow. Yeah,
Okay.
it seems like, he feels like he's the center of the universe and that everybody's talking about him, but not just talking about him. They want to get even with him.
Yeah.
They're conspiring against him. There is something wrong with this man.
Or they were looking for a
There is-
payoff.
As far as conspiring
Malignant
against him to
narcissism.
harm him, I think Obi-Wan Kenobi said it the best in Revenge of the Sith.
You have done that yourself.
Yes,
Right.
you have. Great
Good point.
Great clip.
I think we got time to take a call here.
right, let's
Mark
take
is
Mark.
on the line from Prairie du Sac. Hey, Mark, go ahead.
It just is deeply disturbing that there's a lot of these people that would actually still support Trump even if it was proven all those allegations against him were true.
Right.
I think someone would even forgive him murdering these little girls. I think that because he's their Lord and chief, and that the Supreme Court would probably redeclare droit de seigneur as the right of the Lord. That if you're rich and powerful, you should have these rights to commit this kind of activity. I mean, it is just deeply disturbing that, and the way they're releasing these things, they're not protecting the victims here. I mean, the incompetence of information they released, they did not protect the victims. They've been protecting all the rich and powerful, and the rich and powerful men, they should be hung out to dry. I mean, that if they're doing this stuff, hang them out to dry. I mean, it is just disgusting that these guys get away with this stuff because they've been getting away with this stuff for decades.
Yeah,
and
at least 20 years or so. I mean, or longer.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, this has been going on for a long time.
That's true, and a lot of these women as victims came out and said that they are just protecting the wealthy and the elite.
Yes.
And not them. They were promised to be protected, and they aren't being protected at all.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. We've got news straight ahead, also a weather and sports update. We'll take more of your calls. You can jump in on the line here, 855-752-4842, or text us on the Civic Media app. Coming back with more of John and Gordy after this.
The national news cycle never stops, but it can be hard to find news about your local community. Civic Media is dedicated to providing quality local and state news coverage across Wisconsin. With the Civic Media app, you can get notifications about local stories that matter to you and your community. Find the free Civic Media app in your phone's app store and choose notifications from the menu to tell us what kind of news you want to hear about.